Bruno, please. Shoulder crunch system. Just cover the basics again from here. Is one of the points on the shoulder crunch system is there's two major ways to pass the shoulder crunch system. Two major ways. And what will happen is if I generally kind of get the control of my partner on this side, what my partner's going to do is they're going to use their right hand onto my deep hands. Now, what I see people do, the reason why they fail this is because they push the leg open and it locks me into position so I can rock and roll. What I'm going to do this time is I'm going to push my knee to my chest and now take the leg out so we can pass the guard. So again, from here, guys, jump back please. So once I get my grips onto this side, so it might be my right hand, I might get the collar, I might get the head. My partner, now the part on this one is we're driving my knee to my chest and it's kind of coming center line. So this will put my body weight here. And I might stick my hook, but I'm going to cover it at the moment. Now, to make this hook become null and void, we push this hand towards my shoulder and that'll turn me over so you can get to the top side of my knee. So even if I do try and recover guard, your knee's on the inside position and you're able to control it. So I go from here. So I get my grips and I'm feeling pretty good, like I'm like, man, oh sweet, this Brazilian guy, it's going to be amazing. Bruno goes, man, you're Australian, this is my sport. Oops. Knee to my chest, so it drives his knee to my chest, spins, and now see this, yeah, uses that, pushes the knee and gets to the top position. So this is a nice easy way to start to initiate the pass on the butterfly guard. You don't have to come off your knees, you can come up and TP if you want to. For me personally, I find that it's easier to stay on your knees and that way there's less space for me to bring my leg through and try and recover guard. If you stand up, there's a bit more of a space for me to bring my leg in. Okay, let's go guys, 1, 2, 3. Very cool. The problem, specifically if they've got a good guard, Bruno. So again, I get my grips and Bruno controls the inside and you're better off on the inside because you're pushing the knee. On the outside it's more for smashing the knee over. Just for the record, if Bruno does go on the outside and tries to smash my knee this way, this is almost like a knee. Because you're going the way that I want you to go. So understanding that we're going to have our hand on the inside and my grips. So the part that I see people like making mistakes, you don't need to have this grip, but it's better if you do. Right. The main reason is I'm going to try and manipulate your hand to try and take your hand under to sweep you. So you can have the collar, you can have it doesn't make any difference. The leg will give you a bit better of an asset later. So Bruno pushes my knee to my chest. Now what it's going to do for me is this hand now pushes my knee, so it's a shoulder that lands on me. It's quite a heavy guard pass. And I can't bring my knee back because he's got a stiff arm. Stiff arm. His left hand's straight, so I can't bring my knee back in. And all you want to do for me is, once you land, right, don't realign, don't let go of my leg. You just want to keep in this position. As I turn to hip escape, you'll find that I can't turn my knees in. So you can now take your right knee, go to knee right on me, right? Or just take the guard pass. You can just drop your knees down and hang back, because I can't, so I'm going to try and create space, so you're going to get the pass anyway. So this hand here is really important on my knee. Let's have a look at that one again. So from here, I get my grips, and you get your grips. Nice and easy. Knee to chest. Okay. Now as we turn, push it, and this is a general reaction. I'm going to let go, and I'm going to try and defend the guard pass. So you've got the option to upgrade knee ride, mount, just take the guard pass, whatever. One of the things I want you guys to concentrate on though is, don't allow me to get my hand to this side to start the frame to come up. So you've got to make sure that this shoulder is super tight so I can't get that hand back on the inside to frame against you. That would be the only issue. Awesome. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Awesome. So one of the things that we have to recognize is that, and this is really hard in jiu-jitsu, is that I'm always going to try and impose my game plan, but I've got to be very aware of what my opponent's doing as well. It's pretty much like putting, like the circle in the round hole so if I kind of go like, if I go X square X and my partner goes, well, I'm going to use the square X counter, I've now got to actually deal with it. Where if my partner kind of goes, I'm using sweep X or square, my partner goes defend circle, I'll generally win because it's the wrong mechanics, they don't gel well together. So understand, I get my grip, and as soon as Bruno does the correct counter, I'm coming under. So I've got to recognise that this is the threat. Does that make sense? So I get my grip here, and I know that he's going to try and push my knee to my chest. So I'm just going to go underneath and I'm going to start to attack the arm. Because he's bringing my knee to my chest, it's coming to me, I don't have to go hunting towards it. So my grip mechanic is, I feel I'm going, okay, I know what's going on. So what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to do two mechanics. As I feel my knee come to my chest, I'm doing two things. I'm under and I'm holding this. So this is going to give me the ability to even start my sweep because his arm's pinned into position. What's going to happen is, as I feel the crunch, then you're going to try and pull the arm backwards, which allows me to follow the mechanic as well. So let's have a look at the cutting armbar first. This is my favourite from this position. It's a very different style armbar, and it will take a little while. It's if I had to kind of go, like prone armbars, white to blue belt, cutting armbar, I would say purple to brown belt because it's a little bit different. Triangles, defensive triangle would be like brown belt to black belt kind of thing. Not because it's difficult to do, but it's difficult to get to the position to do it. Right, okay, so I get my grips. So number one is, you can if you want to, this is entirely up to you. Once I feel the grip from here, I have to stop so I can either push here or I can counter by turning here. It doesn't really make any difference. Like, I'm going to go from here to make this nice and easy today. My hand goes under, and what I'm doing is I'm not going to the armpit, because Bruno can now lock my arm. If he lets go, he can now lock my arm and attack me. So I'm going to the elbow to bring his elbow up. Feet go onto his knees, and I've got this big valley from here. And all I'm doing is I'm going to roll my wrist down to cut behind the elbow, so the elbow is on that side of the elbow, and I crunch. Now, a lot of time that people are going to go, I'll roll my arm to get out of it. So as I roll the arm, right, and that you're going to take the sweep. But because I've got this distance management, what I like to do is I like to kick my partner and there's no place to roll anymore. So it's a horrible, and all I'm doing is I've got my grips, as the knee comes under, I'm going elbow, got it, 1, 2, here. And just slowly pull it down. What will happen is, if you get here and my partner grabs my back and drives into me, like I'll defend it, come around the neck, and we'll just start the guillotine. So if he does defend by hugging me, I go straight to the neck. If he doesn't defend, I take the arm. And what you find is that some people that are aware, they're just going to roll over to defend it. So, whether I take the sweep, whether I take the armbar, whether I take the choke, that's good for me. Okay, who would like to say it one more time? Sure, okay. So from here, I've got my grips. Remember guys, two things is I'm underneath the elbow, I'm not underneath the armpit. This is better for Bruno, worse for me. So, and it's thumb up, so I'm rolling it and throw it onto my shoulder. Post, 1, 2, kick it, yes you can. So if my partner kind of goes, I'll hold Adam and pull myself in, I'm gonna go round the neck. And all I'm doing is cup my hands. Now what's in the can? I rock-a-bye baby to get the choke. So I don't squeeze from here, I rock-a-bye baby to get the choke. So even if he drops his jaw down, it's quite a horrible, it's quite a horrible, a neck crank, but it's not my neck. Okay, 1, 2, 3. You okay with that? Bam. Okay, so here, once again, I've got my grips, and what's going to happen is Bruno does the right thing where he uses his right hand onto my leg. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go counterproductive. 1. Because my legs are always going to be more powerful than your hands. Right, so suited butterfly. So what I'm doing, first things first is, I know he wants to turn me that way, so I put my foot up on the hip. And it's going to bring my knee to my chest, which is how I want the triangle anyway. Bring it over the top. Right, so when it gets the grip, it's kind of like a wrist lock kind of thing, so I bring it over the top and kick it through. This is the hardest part. Kick and pull, and the triangle's pretty much there all day for you. So it's a really nice mechanic. So this would be that I'm kind of like, I'm fighting your defense. I'm going to high level. The part that I see people have a lot of mistakes on this one is, what they do is they leave the foot in, So they got to do the time they shoot here, but Bruno can pass left or right because yes, right. So you've got to get this foot out straight away. How do I do that? Push, pop, got it. Easy. I'm ready to go. So now, knock it out, over the top. Now let's just say that Bruno's pretty savvy basically goes, I want to stop this by forcing my knee to my chest. So he keeps forcing, come underneath. Just pull the arm through. You know, you've got so much, I've got so many more assets than what my partner does. Right. So the triangle finish, let me just explain. Okay, so the leg over the top, if it's down the back, I can't lock it in. So I try and put it over the shoulder as far as I can. If you point your toes, when you lock it up, you're going to break your own foot like you're ankle locking yourself. Right? Specifically, my partner's really savvy, so my toes go up. So I go, put it over, toes go up, and this will help lock it in as well, like it's a lot tighter. Now, the next thing about is, everyone says squeeze the knees. What I want to do is I want to take my top foot and just put it on the ground next to my partner's neck. So no hands, nice and slow, take my top foot down. And that's going to cinch it up. What I find sometimes is people go squeeze and they lift up. So now Bruno can stack me up and yeah, I'm like, oh man, this is the worst thing ever. Where if I kind of go to stop and stack me up, I just put my foot on the ground and Bruno stacks me up. Oh, you can't stack me up. How'd that feel? Also, that's the market. 1, 2, 3, let's go. So from here, same deal again. So seated butterfly guard, nice and cruise. He's got his grip. So first things first is push to create the space, foot on hip. He pushed my knee up from here. Now, take it over. If the arm comes here, we're just simply into the gi game, take the gis, take the shoulder lock, whatever. There's so many options from here. Like it gives me so many assets. This is really back flexion. So for the triangle, specifically for the triangle, okay, so push to put his weight backwards, which allows my foot to come on. Rock out to the side. Now, if my partner, if I'm having troubles, I bring my foot on the inside. So see, I'm on the inside, so now I've got the triangle. So instead of trying to come around the outside where he's got a lot more control, toes over the top, okay, pull, and bring my knee forward. Whoop, thank you. Hi, how you doing? First date, okay. Right, so from here, right. Kick, toes, point, over. Now, if I squeeze, I'm gonna get stacked up. Right, yeah, like man, so I just put my foot on the ground. One, two, three. Super tight.
Oh yeah.